Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back. It is Sunday today, and I haven't even had my morning coffee yet. What is going on? I was supposed to mow the lawn, but it was way too wet, so I decided to spin trim and then come back inside and start my next Lego project. So just the other day, I set up these towers here. Well, I redid them, and I added the tower on the very far end here where the silly heads used to be. So I've got some part sorting that I've got to get done. And I don't know if I'm going to do that today because I don't feel like part sorting. I have to... I'm doing a live stream where I'm auctioning off a bunch of minifigures. So I've got to take care of that later on. But I was thinking to myself, maybe what I should do is fix my minifigures. What do I mean by that? Well, I've got a bunch of minifig parts like torsos, legs, heads, hair and hat accessories, and then just like general accessories, and they are in a disarray right now. Like, they are just somewhat sorted, but not really at all, and I don't even really know what's in there. So today I want to take the time to come up with a new system for organizing all of those pieces and then put them in the tower here. They'll probably take up 2, maybe even 3 drawers. So we're going to take a look at my full parts collection in that regard, and then we'll sort of go from there. I'm pretty excited about it. But take a look at this desk setup. I actually quite like it. It's like the U-shaped desk. If it was just like one person down here working all the time, I might keep it like this permanently. Granted, there's not a huge walking space right here, unfortunately. But could you imagine if you just had that nice U-shaped desk at all times? Maybe you put your laptop up over there or something. You're building over here. Maybe even put a TV in the corner or something like that. Got your parts all... Yeah, it's just like a beautiful little desk setup. That's why I like these like the legs with the wheels on them, because you can sort of change the desk configuration however you want it to be. This is pretty crazy though. Check it out. That's all the accessories. Some pie in there, some capes, some swords, brooms. This is all the heads. I actually spilt this whole cup by accident. Like, I knocked it over in that room. And there were heads absolutely everywhere. And then we have hair and like hats and helmets. It's a nice looking cup there. And then legs. And torsos. Look at that. Thereh even a Spider-Man torso on the top there. Oh yeah, and then I got an entire ramekin of blasters. Ooh. Hey, some of the heads got caught up in the bottom of the cup. So I think we should take care of head accessories next. Whoa, there's a lot of them. Too many. But I think this needs to be a little bit more well sorted. Okay, some accessories. Once again, I think this needs to be broken down a little bit more, just because it's all sorts of varieties in here. Torsos. The double pour. For sure gonna have to have 2 bins of torsos. Maybe I should go through and sort those somehow as well. And of course, you can't have minifigs without legs. I'm definitely liking the look of all these minifig parts. And you know what? It doesn't end there. I actually have more that need to be sorted in this drawer right here. Since filming the last clip, I found a big bin of minifigures, a big drawer of minifigures. I hosted a 4-hour live stream auction. I shipped 52 parcels. I played a round of golf. I mowed the lawn. And I sorted for a very long time. And all of my minifig parts and accessories are now sorted. So yeah, I found a ton of minifigures. For example, all of these ones here essentially used to be in the old amusement park. Some are even in go-karts. Some are holding balloons. But yeah, they're just great figures for creating a nice amusement park. Some have cameras. Some have giant turkey legs and some accessories. I don't know if I really need to sort these, because once I populate the amusement park, this will be a great bin to use. Just sort of group them together by family, etc. Now, this is all the guests of the amusement park. I did break out some of the staff of the amusement park as well. So you've got a bunch of different character meet and greets here. Also some janitorial staff. This guy here who's on the stilts, juggling. Yeah, all sorts of cool minifigs in there though, like all the Disney ones for meet and greets. And then these ones as well can be like meet and greets or just park staff like police officers, a painter there. yeah, there's all sorts of cool minifigures in these 3 bins that can be put in the amusement park. So I'll probably just group those together in one drawer. And then when we finish the amusement park, I'll be able to place all of those figs. But with that said, a lot of these figures could probably go in the amusement park as well, like these army men, right? Have these guys marching around, try and get like a group of them. But a bunch of these ones are just like miscellaneous random ones. I guess there's Tinkerbell, that's a good one. But there's like weird Santa Clauses and things that just need to be placed in the city or just sort of sorted better, maybe like isolate all the mini dolls and stuff. But really, if I want to add some population to the city, I could just go through here. Or if I'm working on a project or a building that needs minifigures, I could go through here and pull them all out and sort of put them where they belong. And then, of course, in addition to those, I have all of these minifigures up top here, which are mounted on 48 by 48 base plates. There's 4 of them. They're just command stripped to the wall there. And they're grouped in horizontal lines by theme. I love displaying minifigures in dioramas. And of course, in front of their Lego sets on the shelves. And then in my Lego City, which is essentially one large diorama. I wonder how many minifigures are in the Lego City. And you saw the before shot of these base plates full of minifigures. Actually sold 180 minifigures during that auction and reduced this by 3 base plates. And while I was scouring around, I came across a bag that had a whole bunch of medieval minifigures and horses. So there's all the horses, and here's all the minifigs. So I'm sure there's way more than that in the Lego room somewhere, but I've tried to do my best to find as much as possible. Now that I think about it, there's probably more sharks in a drawer in that little Harry Potter closet, because my underwater scene currently is stowed away in like this cabinet. There's a whole bunch of pre-built coral reef and a whole bunch of sharks. But I've done a pretty good job of isolating it by like other small animals, other large animals. You saw the horses. Then there's also a tray of dogs and then a tray of birds. Minifig legs, I actually decided to break them down by 2 types. On the right side, we have all of the solid color ones, and on the left side, we have all of the printed or detailed ones. And then torsos is sort of a sad sight. This is all of my complete torsos. So ones with all of the parts, that being the hands and arms. And on the left here, we have all of the torsos that are missing hands or arms, or hands and arms altogether. Yeah, that is a lot of like random torsos that need additional pieces. It sort of makes me sad. Then I couldn't figure out how I would break down the heads, and honestly, there's probably not enough to break them down by like color. I guess I could isolate all the yellow ones, but it's pretty easy just to fish through these and find the head that you're looking for. But I wanted to make sure that I get all the uncompleted stuff away from the completed stuff, just because that makes sense. And then all of the detailed legs away from the undetailed legs, just so there's less per container and it's easier to find the part that you're looking for. So those were the easy ones. Minifig accessories and also head decorations were a little bit more difficult because there are a ton of different varieties. Minifig accessories is sort of a doozy. It's got a bunch of different categories. This one here is sort of a hot mess. It's anything that a minifig can wear between its torso and legs, or head and torso. So like armor, handbags, backpacks, anything like that, really. It's also large items that minifigs can hold. So guitars, surfboards, I guess they can stand on those as well. There's suitcases, those large books, bags, just sort of random stuff. I guess capes belong in there as well. So yeah, that's sort of a hot mess, but it does make sense in the end. The next one is handheld weapons. So like swords, butcher knives, crowbars, TNT, bow and arrows, daggers, billy clubs, pretty much any handheld weapon that's not like a blaster or gun. Because I've got so many blasters or guns, they deserve their own little container. This one here has more handheld items, but I'm going to call these more like utility handheld items, or handheld items that don't involve violence, I guess. Paddles, scissors, knives, whisk. Oh, there's a whip in there. That's probably a mistake. Brooms. Yeah, just sort of random handheld items, I guess. These ones for sure need their own bin. It's pretty much all food accessories. There might be some random things in there that don't belong now that I look at it through a camera lens. But yeah, all food accessories. Anything that can be eaten by minifigures. It's also got a whole bunch of printed tiles that represent food as well. And this last one here is like cups and dishes. So anything that a minifigure can use to eat or drink out of. So yeah, all of those minifig accessories got broken down into 6 different categories. And then minifig head decorations got broken down into 5 different categories. Here we have knight or medieval helmets. This is an entire bin of space or racing helmets. This one here contains all the different varieties of hats. And this one here is quite colorful, isn't it? It has all the different hair decorations. And last but not least is just random. Things like Batman cowls, masks, etc. So there we go. That's all my random minifigures and minifig parts sorted by part type. I've been meaning to do this for quite some time and I'm pretty excited about it. The next thing I have to do is just work all of these different trays into the drawers. In the bottom drawer, we have all of the medieval stuff and also the animals. This drawer has all the amusement park minifigures, which will pretty much all be placed relatively soon. Once that's done, I'll be able to consolidate the remainder of that drawer with this drawer. This drawer has minifig legs and torsos, heads and head accessories, and all of the accessories along with the food. There's definitely a lot of space open between these 2 drawers here, and I think I'll be able to condense it if and when I need the space. So everybody, there we go. That's my new system for sorting Lego minifigures. So happy to finally have that done. I've been meaning to do that forever. Like, I don't think I've ever done this, and I've been collecting Lego since 2015. I've never had it organized like this. So I've been meaning to do that for like 8 years nearly. And it's finally done today. I'm pretty happy about it. Everybody, please remember to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe. Thank you so much for coming on by, and farewell.